request.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hi,
hi.
Abba. Hello. Hi, Kapil. Hello, Margaret. And we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and joining now on Instagram. Yes, it's about to be all set up.
We
No
are on
problem.
Instagram. Yes, here we go.
Yeah, beautiful. We are set up on all platforms. Hello, everyone. If you're listening, please say hello. And of course, you can share your loved ones.
Yes. Okay.
It's so
We made
good to be back. We traveling, so we caught you before,
yes.
which is good
It's a very
timing.
good timing.
And yeah, talking about the marketing love languages. So basically, everybody knows the love languages. They know that it's this thing about giving and receiving love. But what they need to know is the marketing love languages and how that affects every single part of their life. Because if you know how to market and you know the marketing love languages, it affects your friendships, it affects your ability to make yourself known as an employee, to grow in your job, it affects you as a business owner, and of course, as a marketer. So, we're
Mhm.
talking about marketing. So, and the first sort of topic is what is marketing? Before we even get into the marketing love languages, what is so key about marketing?
Okay. So in life, most areas of life cost money.
Hmm.
Most areas of life is areas that you expend money.
Yeah, true.
The only areas that actually make money for a business or for an individual, the only area that bring actual income is marketing and sales.
Yeah, true.
And marketing is one of those areas that have a lot of fake reality in. And the first thing is people don't understand that the purpose of marketing is to sell something. It's to create want and sell something.
Yeah,
So
most people think it's just exposure or to make my brand known or to have people see me,
yeah,
but they don't realize. Yeah.
that's been promoted by useless marketing company that wants to charge you a lot of money and don't actually bring result. You see, Apple, for example, is a very good marketing company,
Mhm.
and you go and buy for them. You buy from them because the market properly the salespeople upsell you,
Yeah,
but
100%.
you've been sold by the marketing. You go to Google because you've been sold by the marketing. You buy, I don't know, whatever you buy, you go to McDonald's because you've been sold by the marketing from your stomach.
Yes, 100%. Exactly. Yeah,
That's
true.
the stomach marketing division.
Yeah, exactly. True. That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and your stomach markets very well.
yeah, and so the first thing to know is that marketing brings money, and if you don't have money, your problem is not sales. Your problem is marketing. You really have to know where is the source of the problem. The problem is marketing, and most of the people don't market. They
Mm.
think they market. They think they have a website, so they market. But they have a website, and other than the mom, father, and the wife, no, well, even not the wife, no one actually looks at that.
Yeah, 100%. And if they are managing to somehow get somebody to their website, the
Mhm.
person doesn't get attracted really to what the offer is because the person doesn't know what's, they don't know what's the reason,
Lovely.
what's the love language. Now, let me ask you something. Somebody here on Instagram said, Ali, hi, by the way, said marketing, therefore, becomes not just about selling, but about building meaningful relationships that stand the test of time.
Marketing is about anything that bring income.
Mm.
If
Mhm.
marketing create wants and sell something, how do you sell? You have relationship, you have love, you have value, you have exchange. There is a whole technology on how to market, but
Mm.
the
Yeah.
purpose is, how do you know if your marketing sells? Does it bring money in?
Yeah.
It's not that people know about me, because people can know about me but don't buy from me, so how does it help me?
Right, and how does it help them? You have a great product, great service. How are you gonna help people if they don't buy?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So marketing, the first thing to know is that marketing create wants and sell something. That's
I
the
see.
purpose of marketing. Now, the interesting thing is that people buy only because of one reason. People buy for one reason and one reason alone. And the average man in the street will tell you, well, people buy because they need the product, or because they like the product, or the only reason people buy is because there is an emotional reaction.
Yeah,
So you can say that the purpose of marketing is to sell something, but what marketing actually, the end result of, what bring about that sales, is the ignition of a controlled emotional reaction with the prospect.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you ignite a specific emotional reaction with the prospect, he will buy. And if not, he will be interested. He will maybe like you. He will maybe be fascinated by you. But for as long as there is not this emotional reaction, I need it, I want it, he will not buy. People always buy emotionally. Even professional buyer buy emotionally. They like the saleswoman.
What do you mean by a professional buyer? What
Like
do you
you
mean
have
by that?
a company that has a buyer that buy for the company things.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
So the professional buyer looks at numbers and blah blah blah, but eventually what they decide is, do I like this person or not?
Right.
There is some kind of an emotional reaction. He's my friend. It's an emotional reaction.
Yes.
There
Yes.
must be an emotional reaction. If you did not create an emotional reaction, there's no sales.
Yeah.
You go to buy McDonald's because you feel like McDonald's.
100%.
You buy this Rolex because it makes you feel important. I'm holding this cigar because it helps my beingness of a successful businessman. I bought this shirt because I think that it looks good on me. What does it mean? People will like me. She will like me.
I see.
There's always an emotional reaction, like hate, want, something that you want emotionally. There's an emotional reaction. I'll give you an example. It's an example that I use a lot. We had this company that we sold them fertilizers, or they were selling fertilizer, and I was helping them with the marketing. And they tried to sell all kind of things, and they were selling fertilizers, like good fertilizers. They were trying to explain how the fertilizers are natural and they don't damage the environment, and they had better price than other people, than the competition, and they all produced in Israel, and they all whatever, they had lots of different things, but they were instead small to almost non-existent company.
Yeah.
And so we used a marketing tool that finds specifically what's the emotion, what's the thing that causes people to buy. And we found that people buy specifically in that specific area uh, because they had a very specific emotional reaction. So most of the people will say, yes, of course, they love the gardens. They want to see a beautiful garden. That's
Yeah.
why, that's the emotion thing. They want to feel these beautiful gardens. It's so nice, etc. And actually, it was not. What we found by survey is that those people were angry. They were angry, extremely angry. when they bought the fertilizers. And there's a specific way to find what exactly you need to say. But we discovered that those people buy the fertilizer because they wanted to kill the freaking bugs. They didn't buy because they wanted a beautiful garden. They bought because they wanted to kill the freaking bugs. It's a big difference. Are you with me? On the restream, yes, we actually, yeah, I can see that you are frozen. I think I lost you. Yeah, but I'm sure it will come back. Yes, you just need to reconnect. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I can see you. Here we go. Hi.
Okay. Hi. Good to be back.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I heard everything through our Instagram stream. I was with you, what you were saying, even though we lost connection here. But that's exactly the thing with the fertilizer and the emotional element. And nobody knows, how do you find that for my business, or for whoever's listening's business? How do you find that?
Yeah. So there's specific tools. Of course, I cannot teach the tools right now on how to find that specific emotion. But the moment that you realize that you need to find three different things when you go to market.
Hmm.
The first thing you need to find is what will get the person to look at something, because the person see during the day, a person in the US see between 4,000 to 10,000 marketing messages, but he
Yeah.
actually take notice of only 2, 3, 4. What makes you notice, what makes you see that specific message and not another, is called the button. A button is something that you press and it bring about expected results. So there is something that can cause a person to get his attention to that specific thing. And this
Mm.
thing called the button, but the button does not work without actually isolating the emotion of the button. So the button might be, I need to handle the bugs. Or I need to handle my garden, or I need to buy fertilizers. So the button is fertilizer. I'm interested in fertilizer, the best fertilizers. But
Mhm.
fertilizers mean nothing if you don't know that. Do you want a beautiful garden? We have fertilizers that bring about beautiful gardens. Or do you want to kill the freaking bugs? Our fertilizer is the assassin of the bugs, like the best
Yeah.
assassin, the Japanese assassin.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So you
Yeah.
really need to know where is the emotion, and there's a whole range of emotion that the majority of the market is at. And the fascinating thing is that 70% of each market thinks the same. So you need to
Mm.
find that 70%, 75% of the market, what is their emotion in regards to this button. So that's the
Yes.
first thing you need to learn. Once you've learned that, you need to deliver the message, you need to deliver the marketing message in such a way that it will cause an emotional reaction that is in a specific distance higher or lower, depend what you want to achieve, from the emotion of the button. So if the
Mm.
guy is, for example, angry and he wants to kill the freaking bugs, that will be the button, how you get his attention. But the message need to be somewhere around the area of boredom or mild interest. You need to be really in a specific emotion that will pull him into reading your message and understanding what you're saying.
Yeah.
So this whole knowledge has to do with pulling a person by creating the correct or a controlled wavelength, a controlled emotion, which means reaction to motion, that
Mm.
you actually bring him with you and bring him with you and bring him with you to the point where he will press the button, to the point where he will actually buy. So the button has to be in a specific emotion. The color have to match the emotion. What you
Mm.
set the button has to be specific. So you've got the button, you've got the message. The message, actually, the job of the message, the purpose of the message is to raise the person above where he is emotionally right now. So it will create an action,
Mm.
because the actual thing that create an action is a change in emotion and not just emotion.
Yeah.
So only change in emotion create an action. And then to make sure that he will continue on the path and will not drop during the sales process, you need to have something that's called positioning. And positioning is a specific method of delivering you a whole idea that you know nothing about within a second, that you will feel that you know everything about it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes. So there's a lot to learn, but like anything, once you know it, it's quite simple. It's nothing.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And the end result is a lot of income. So the end result is probably marketing has been invented by Jewish people, because that's the thing that create money.
Exactly. Income. I love it. But that is amazing. Just that those three steps to understand the button, the
Mhm.
message, the emotion connected to that, and the positioning, that alone is something that really I've now worked with so many marketers, marketing graduates from the University of Cape Town, best university in Africa, and they don't know this stuff. They just don't know this. It's amazing. And by
Yeah.
the way, we had a few comments here. Kapil said, "Wow, the end result of marketing is income." Monica's here, sent a heart. I totally feel it for Rolex. I agree, Monica. Yes. Kapil said, "What? Angry because they wanted to kill the freaking bugs." Wow. Yes, that is wow.
Mhm.
Margaret, so interesting and unexpected. Yeah, yeah. And Margaret said, "It's definitely amazing." Kapil, wow, this is powerful marketing technology, the missing piece of the puzzle that can make even a failing business succeed. Absolutely. And on
100%.
Instagram, Poonam said truth. Yes, it really is.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you really understand the nuances, the button match the emotion, the message raise the emotion, and the positioning push you, make sure that the emotion will not drop. It's the foundation. It's like when you sing, you have a foundation that hold the note. This is the
Mm.
positioning. The positioning holds the note. That so you bring the note by the you hit the note on the button, you now raise up, and then you hold that note by the positioning. And if you really understand
Mm.
that, then you understand, oh, that's why it's so beautiful to market.
Mm.
It's just an art, or seems like an art, but it's actually just knowledge. If you apply it correctly, there's nothing to it. It's simple. It's like, of course, nothing.
Yeah. So it displays itself almost like an art, but would you say it's a science, really? There's a science behind it.
100%. It's science. It's accurate. It's measurable. We're dealing with very specific wavelengths. We're dealing with specific, measurable, applicable knowledge. It's not feelings. It's not. It's emotions. It's not feelings.
Yeah.
It's different. It's
Yeah.
we're dealing with something very, very, very exact. And if you do those actions, you have to be a genius not to make money. It's impossible.
Yeah, yeah, that's amazing. And also, I was going to say, it's not that we're dealing with feelings. It's true, but it's also a good point to note that most marketers deal with their own feelings. So they put out stuff that they feel looks nice,
Yeah.
and that's a big thing as well. Can you talk about that a little bit from your viewpoint?
Yeah. So, so most of the people create a marketing piece, and they come to the manager or to the executive or to the owner, and they ask him, does he like it? And if he likes it or if she likes it, then that's the marketing piece. But the
Mm,
problem is that this manager or this business owner have too much of this stuff. He doesn't want to buy that. Those people that wants to buy it are different than him. They don't have that stuff. They want that stuff. So he wants to give the stuff and they want to get the stuff. So the people that want to give away things have a different viewpoint than the different that want to get things. People that just finish to eat don't want, you don't sell them more food. Yes,
mm,
that's why
yeah,
when you go, the best marketing for a supermarket will be to convince people to go to the supermarket hungry, because
yeah,
people that are hungry. If I was marketing a supermarket, I would convince people to go hungry.
yes,
If you go hungry, you buy the whole supermarket. Yes.
so true, 100%.
Viewpoint is different. So the viewpoint of the supermarket of the manager, he is full. He
Mm,
doesn't want more. So what he likes is not what they will like, what the hungry people want. And how do you establish what your market want? Is survey, 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 survey. You
yeah,
have to survey. And despite the fact that you know it, despite the fact that it's very clear to you, you will see that you will not survey. You
yeah,
need
true.
someone like a Hitler on top of you that forces you to do a survey. That's
Mm,
why you need someone exterior that tell you, no, we are going to survey. Prove to me that this is the button. Prove to me that this is the emotion. Prove to me that this positioning work. Prove to me. Not I like it. What you like is irrelevant
mhm,
because you are not going to buy, you are going to sell. And
yes,
once this is
yes.
understood, things can start moving.
Yeah, see, now when you say survey, the average person thinks of a survey as like, I don't know, a few questions that you get asked on the way out of the supermarket or something. Oh, our live video on Instagram ended.
Something happened. Hold on, hold on. I
Okay.
don't know why.
Okay, we might have
Hold,
to restart it there.
yeah, hold on, Baba. We
Okay,
somehow
with you.
the live stopped.
Yeah, I see. That's what I'm saying. Okay, no problem.
Hold on, I'm restarting the live.
Okay, I'll join you. By the way,
Oh,
if anybody's on here and has any questions, feel free to ask. In the meantime, while we reconnect, I'll read a few of the things that is written here, and I'm joining you here on the live. Okay, one sec. I'm sending you the request.
we go.
There we go.
Hi, view request.
So, Kapil said only a Jewish person can say that. This is so simple, and that person's name is Mayor Ezra. I love it. Yes. And then Stella said, I see, I see. I need to create an emotion sensor, finally changing the button colors. Yes, very, very good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. It's really different. If you really understand that only emotion sell, people
right.
buy emotionally. So everything else, even the logical reasons, have to be turned into an emotional reason. And we spoke about the survey, what it is. Do you want to
Yeah.
go back to it or do you want to
Yes,
finish
that's
with?
what no, that's it. It was just Margaret said you need to sell them toothpicks at that point with the grocery stores and
Uh,
but yeah. So where I was going is that most people with surveying, they think of it as like answer these three questions, or they get some kind of a survey from, I don't know, I've seen it from airlines, and they send you these like very long things, and you need to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, and you have multiple choice and things like that. So what do we mean here when we say survey?
okay, so there are all type of survey. Marketing surveys do not have multiple answers. They don't have yes no answers. Marketing surveys are designed to find a specific phrase and its emotional connection that will bring about a specific result.
Hmm.
So it's a different kind of technology on how do you extract from a person what you want to find. So if I want to find, for example, how much you will pay for this product. When I'm doing a survey, I will never ask how much you will pay for that product, 50, 20, or 30, or how much you will
Mm,
pay. No, but
interesting.
I will, yeah, but I will ask you something like, what do you feel is a product that matches that our product in terms of value?
Hmm. Hmm.
And they will tell me a Rolex, or they will tell me a Mercedes, or they will tell me whatever they will tell me. So two things happen at that moment. I know how much a Rolex cost. I know how
Hmm.
much this thing that they say cost. So I got the value without
Mm,
asking them for a number. And number two, it also tells me how to position my stuff. So I am the Rolex of, I don't know, cheese.
any
If I'm
yeah,
any, yes.
yeah, cheese, yeah. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's really
Take
amazing.
is known and they agree to, I find what's the emotion, and I can find what they like. I can say, what do you hate most? I can say, what moves you? What do you love? Anything that tells me about emotion, what makes you angry, anything that give me an emotional response, or I just can ask, what do you feel about it? And
Mhm.
so I take the actual question that I want to answer and I convert it to get an emotional answer.
Yeah,
Of course, this
amazing.
is a whole method on how to do that, etc., etc. It's not something
Of
that
course.
we teach in 2 seconds. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a whole thing. But once you've learned it, you become a cut above everyone else because now you know how to market. You have the fundamental of marketing. The fundamental of marketing is not, um, oh, I need to use Facebook or I need to use TikTok, because people will say, oh, you have to be on TikTok, and then you have to be on
Mm,
Instagram, and then, oh, you need a
yeah,
podcast. You must have a podcast, or you need a PDF, or
yeah, an
you need
ebook. Yeah,
yeah, you need an ebook,
yeah,
and all kind of nonsense. Yes, the truth is what you need is the fundamentals. If you do it with a podcast or ebook or shmibook, whatever, it's irrelevant. If you know
right.
the fundamentals, you will find one thing that works for you, one podcast, one something, and that will bring about the results. And otherwise, you will jump from one thing to another, nothing bring results, and you don't know why it doesn't bring result. And you blame the wrong source. You think, oh, because I'm not on TikTok, so you go to TikTok, and now you start
Mhm.
from zero. And
Yeah.
TikTok now not working, and they tell you, no, 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 you need to now. The big thing now is Instagram, or the big thing now is, and you're just
Yes.
being an effect.
Amazing. It's so true. It's true. So true. It's really the marketing landscape right now is designed to put companies at effect, always feeling like they're on the back foot, not doing enough. Then they try to do things. It's not effective. They put money behind it. The money's gone. It happens too much, so much.
You need to
Yeah.
understand the principle. The principle is, you need to understand these three things. You need to understand emotions, and there's something that's really, really, really important, which is marketing is a marathon.
Yeah.
You don't put one video and think that, oh, it didn't go viral, so I need to move from Facebook to Instagram.
Yes. So
And
true.
it didn't go viral on Instagram, so I need a PDF. It didn't go from, oh, so I need to write a book. Well, the answer is a book.
Hmm.
And then you write a book, no one read that. So I need to improve my website. So you redo your website in the fifth time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're just waiting for our website. The moment that the website will be ready.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's so many major mistakes just around websites. How many times have we seen people waiting, fully not doing anything until the
Waiting.
website's ready? It's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you start a business, and the first thing that you do, you start a website, you logo, you invest
Mm,
in a logo, you invest in a design, you invest in your nonsense. Don't do any
yeah.
of that. Go and sell,
Yeah.
market, find the buttons, put the message, positioning, and count the money.
Yeah.
You're the
Exactly.
bank.
Yeah, it's really it's a
Progress,
missing basic.
yeah, it's irrelevant. No, no, I need positioning. I need to be known in the. No, you don't need to nothing. You need to market so money comes in. That's number one. Before money comes in, don't spend on anything.
Right. Yeah, 100%.
The only thing that you can spend before money comes in is on you.
Yeah,
Learn
100%.
how to market, because if any marketing, for any marketing to be effective, it has to start as free marketing. If you don't know how to market organically, you don't know how to market it paid. It will not work.
Mhm.
You have to first make your marketing work organically before you invest a cent in paid marketing. Otherwise, you're wasting your money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, that's super powerful. And by the way, we're pretty much out of time. I want to touch quickly upon this new marketing webinar that we are currently offering that's actually starting in exactly a week from now. And it's we're pretty much sold out, but we are probably going to add a few more spots. But we're pretty much there. It's called the Marketing Love Languages. It's a specific section called Removing Your Invisibility Cloak. And the idea is that everybody has an invisibility cloak, much like Harry Potter, where there was that cloak that nobody could see you while you have it on you. And many companies feel like they have an invisibility cloak on them. They put things out, nobody answers. They invest money in marketing, it goes down the drain, it doesn't make it back. It's almost like nobody can see them.
Yeah,
So it's all about how do you remove that invisibility cloak. So let's talk about that. But first, I see Margaret asked, what is organic marketing?
ah,
So,
organic marketing is basically a method of marketing where you don't have to invest money into the marketing, but people hear about you through your usual marketing actions. And every position in the business is a marketing position. People don't know that. But every position in the business is first and foremost a marketing position. And from those action of the business get marketed. You send an invoice, and the invoice has a marketing message on it. If the message is done correctly with the proper button, blah blah blah, you will see that the invoices will bring you more money. Not because they paid for the invoice, but because they will buy more.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yes. So organic mean uh, something that happened without an external force. Just internally, the way that it's built, it's just will grow organically. Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. And by the way, on Instagram, Ashley Budzik said, love that. And Kamal said, yes, so true. Yeah, 100%. Okay, so we have the Removing the Invisibility Cloak webinar coming up. It's a 2 or 3-part webinar series. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Okay. So marketing is a big subject.
Hmm.
The problem with any big subject is people think that they need to know the end before they know the beginning. They want
Hmm.
to first be an expert and then learn the basics.
Yeah,
It's
very
on
true.
every subject. It's like on every big subject. You first want to know how to play guitar, and then you go and learn the notes.
Yeah,
No, no, you need to learn the basic first if you want to improve.
right.
You don't become a doctor by going and doing an open heart surgery. That's not
Hmm.
the first thing you're doing. Yes.
Yeah, right.
First, learn the basics.
Hmm.
Basics, the thing that will actually put you on the road to make money through marketing, is you need to stop being invisible, because you are invisible at the moment. Most people are invisible. How do I know that they're invisible? They don't sell enough. When do you stop being invisible? You stop being invisible when your sales are much bigger, or are bigger than your expenses, and you're
Hmm.
growing and you're expanding. So you need
Right.
to expand while being viable. So
Hmm.
that's when you stop being invisible. So the first action is to make sure that you sell and sell and sell more than it costs you, and you expand. So you don't just sell $1,000 per week, $1,000 per week, and spend 900, but you sell 1,000 and then 1,200, 1,300, 1,500, etc. Okay,
Yeah.
and this happens when you stop being invisible. So the first part of the marketing love language is how to stop being invisible. And what
Right.
you learn there how to do a survey, how to find the button. Unfortunately, we're not teaching for the general public how to find the exact emotion. It's very, very important. But even if you know only the basic on how to find the button, it's okay. You will improve.
Yes.
The second thing is you learn how to get the message again without the pushing of the emotion. It's better than nothing. I promise you, it will bring you result. I know you will want to learn the other parts, but it will bring you results. And then the positioning. Um, we basically teach that as the beginning, and once you've learned that, once you graduated with that, we will teach you the next step and the next step and the next step. So I'm very clear. We're going to teach you the first step, the basic of marketing, how to stop being invisible. It's major. It's the biggest advance you will make.
Mhm.
You think that the biggest advance will be later on? No, that will be the biggest advance that you will make. It's also the most difficult thing that you will do, because it's going against all kind of belief that you had, all
Yes.
kind of fake realities that you will need to remove. So
Right.
that's the most difficult thing. You will need to break your habits. You need to stop relying on habits.
Mm.
People really love habits, but only dogs act based on habits. People don't based on habits. People should act based on principles, not even based on data. The
Mm.
principle should lead you, not even the data. So we're teaching you the principles, the basics, how to become visible. Once
Yeah.
you've learned that, we'll teach you the next thing and the next thing and the next thing.
Amazing. Yeah, exactly. It's exciting, and I really cannot wait to deliver it. I think it's going to boom anybody's business.
Yeah.
It's going to be really amazing.
Yeah.
Jenna's here. Hi, Jenna said amazing. Yes, it is. And Kapil said, I'm wondering how would I use this data to find my life partner? So, of course,
Same
this
thing.
will apply to everything, huh?
Same thing. You need to survey what women want,
Hmm.
what your target market, your kind of woman want, and
Hmm.
then you need to learn what is the emotion. And when you approach the woman, let's say the emotion is she's in enthusiasm. Don't be shy. Don't be at fear. Yes,
Yeah.
because there will not be communication. You will
Yeah.
need to actually learn which emotion you need to put out. And most people say, but this is what I feel. No, 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 no. You create your own feelings. One of the first things that you'll need to learn is that you create your own feeling. That's why it is your feeling, like your car, like your hand. You move your hand. You are not the slave of your hand. You control your car. You don't let your car take you into the ditch, because
Mm.
otherwise the result is not so good. If you let your
Yeah.
car to take you into the ditch, it's exactly like you let your emotion control you. This is what I feel. No, no, no. I create my emotion. I control my emotion. I use my emotion to bring about the expected results.
Mm. 100%. Amazing. Yeah, this will really apply to anyone and
Yeah.
in any sector of life. So
Mhm.
if you're interested, which I'm sure you are by now, you need to go to gprosperity.com/invisible.
Mhm.
So that's if you're just listening to this or if you're on Instagram, gprosperity.com/invisible. And you can learn all about the Removing Your Invisibility Cloak webinar series that's starting
Yeah.
in a week from now.
Mhm. It's
Yeah.
going to be amazing. life
Yeah,
changing,
very.
because it will teach you the basics that will allow you to endlessly expand. And it's not even important if you will learn the next step from us or not. But without these basics, you'll not improve. 100%
100%.
guaranteed.
100%. We just see it. We see it all the time.
Mhm.
What happens to businesses. Well, this was amazing. This answered a lot of powerful questions. This is like what every marketer needs, this alone, and what everyone, period, needs. That people
Mhm.
don't know this. It was really wow. So thank you, and thank you for everybody that was on, and thank you for
Thank
sharing and
you.
interacting, and
Thank you.
love you.
Yes, let's see, just before we say goodbye, let me find this. And here we go. Mwah,
Okay,
Gali. Love you.
bye.
Bye,
Love you.
everyone.